Hey guys, welcome back to Mesha's Corner. So I decided to make a little fried chicken today, so I'm just recording it so y'all can see what I'm doing. This is my Jamaican version of fried chicken. I'm also going to be making the gravy that my grandmother taught me. So yeah, let's get started. So I'm going to start by seasoning up the chicken. To this, I'm going to add about a teaspoon of dry thyme and a teaspoon of black pepper. I'm shaking a little bit. Down in here, I'm gonna put a quarter teaspoon of allspice down in there, maybe a teaspoon and a half of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of ground ginger, and of course, I'm going to add my Jamaican Scotch bonnet pepper sauce. You can add as much or as little as you want. I'm gonna do a tablespoon. You want it hotter, you could definitely kill it, but I'm not. And some salt. You're gonna mix this up and let it marinate for at least 2 hours or so, and then we're going to move on to the next step. So in my bowl here I have 2 beaten eggs, and to this I'm going to add about a half a cup to a cup of milk. Back in the day my grandmother didn't use buttermilk, so I'm not using buttermilk in this recipe. I'm using regular plain old milk. So yeah, you're going to mix this up and then we're going to pour this over the chicken. And just like zhuzh it down in there. Make sure all the pieces are covered. Let this sit for another 30 minutes. And then we're going to start frying the chicken. Yum, 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 yum. It smells incredible. You need to try this recipe because it's really, really good. And yeah, so next step. Okay, guys, so I'm cooking out these peppers and onions. I already started my sauce. I have my stove on medium high for right now. I need to turn it down. To this, I'm going to add about a teaspoon or so of fresh ginger. Well, mine is grounded, but a couple of teaspoons of garlic powder, and a whole tomato chopped. And you're gonna saute this for another 10 minutes or so. After 10 minutes, this is what it looks like. Now I'm going to start adding all my liquids. I'm going to start with a couple of teaspoons of white vinegar because that's what she used. Regular white vinegar. About a third cup of ketchup that I added some water to. And then a third cup of water. Some pepper, black pepper I'm using. And some more of my Scotch bonnet hot pepper sauce. I also added a tablespoon of brown sugar in here that I did not record because I totally forgot. But yeah, so you're gonna stir this up and let this cook out for about 20 minutes so it could all come together and be nice and sweet and tangy and spicy and ready for your chicken. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this pretty simple. I have about a couple cups of flour in here. I'm gonna add maybe a tablespoon or so of ground ginger, lots and lots of black pepper. Y'all know how I like it. A couple tablespoons of the garlic powder and some salt. Things were a lot simpler back then. Mix this up, add your chicken, then we're gonna start frying it. I'm gonna fry mine in my cast iron skillet. You can fry it however you fry your chicken. That's totally, totally fine. So now I'm gonna fry this chicken up. Put it down in here. I have my heat on medium high for right now. And you're gonna cook this chicken for about 10 minutes on each side, considering it is dark meat. So you gotta make sure your chicken is cooked all the way through. And I'm probably gonna do only 3 pieces at a time. Yep. And now we're gonna check on the sauce. Okay, so now we're gonna finish this sauce up. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of butter and the juice from a whole orange down in here. You can use pineapple juice and the pineapple chunks, which is how my mom does it. But since I don't have pineapples, I'm not going to use it. So I'm going to use orange juice. And yeah, that's going to be it. Stir it up. Let it simmer another 2 to 3 minutes and turn it off. If you like your sauce a little sweeter, guys, you can add more brown sugar, but I don't like mine too sweet, so it's totally up to you. Like I always say, make sure you taste your sauce. Yum, yum, yum. Look at that chicken. This is what mine look like after 10 minutes. Yours might look differently, but this is what mine look like. So yeah, I'm gonna let this cook another 8 minutes and then I'll be done. Alright guys, so this is what my chicken looks like. It's super crunchy. It's delicious. Yes, already dug into a piece that I fried earlier. And yeah, all I did was put the sauce on the bottom, which is super, super good and delicious, by the way. And then I put the chicken on top. Pretty simple. And for the record, I'm gonna have the full printable copy of this recipe on my website, www.mishascorner.com, which you can also find all kinds of fun recipes and things that do not make it to YouTube. So make sure you check out my website for anything you might be looking for. It might be on my website. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you try it, let me know. Tag me on Instagram. And I'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye.